go past the gift shop right to the very front of Deck 5, you will find me, my desk. That's where I sell bus tickets, I check in bus passengers, and I direct passengers to the washrooms. Up on Deck 6 at the front of the vessel, you'll find the children's play area. Also up on Deck 6 is the Arbutus Coffee Bar, if you just want a cup of coffee and a snack. And at the very back of Deck 6 you will find Sea West Lounge. Sea West is a quiet private seating area. It costs, I believe, $16 to get into Sea West, but that $16 includes complimentary refreshments, light snacks, a very comfortable seat with a view, as well as magazines and newspapers to read, printed on paper, like they used to, remember?
Yeah.
Okay, our sailing time over to Tsawwassen is approximately 1 hour and 40 minutes. If you were to depart in Tsawwassen, you would walk off the ship on Deck 5 at the front of the vessel. That's forward on Deck 5 for any Tsawwassen departures. If you're not departing in Tsawwassen, if you are continuing on into Vancouver with us, including the Vancouver International Airport, then you will be coming back to this bus at the end of the sailing after you hear the captain's announcement that reopens the lower vehicle deck. They do close our deck. The main vehicle deck is closed during the sailing, and they reopen it about 15 minutes prior to arriving in Tsawwassen. So typically, if we're on time, should hear this announcement sometime around 12:20, maybe 12:25. But whenever you do hear the announcement, you can kindly start making your way back down to the lower vehicle deck, which is how the announcer puts it. Of course, we all know that the lower vehicle deck is deck number
2.
2. Yes, thank you, deck number 2. Where I park the bus is exactly where you're going to find the bus when you come back down to deck 2. However, there could be dozens and dozens of buses parked on deck 2. So my bus number, if you'd like it, is C462. And you will find that number C462 on the outside of my bus above the door, as well as on the very back of the bus. C462. Once you've spent some time on the upper decks and it comes time to come down to find your bus, some people find all buses and bus drivers look the same. C462, ladies and gentlemen, just in case. And if you are on those upper decks having such a whale of a time that you forget about time and then notice your ship is being tied up to a berth, yep, that means you missed the announcement and you have to run as fast as you can down to deck 2. If you're going to come into Vancouver or the Vancouver airport with us, they don't let us wait for latecomers, ladies and gentlemen. I have onboard reservations. Well, don't we all? And I do sell bus tickets, as I mentioned, on the ship there. So, believe it or not, we're going to be a little bit busier when you come back at the end of the sailing. If you wish to hang on to that particular seat you're sitting on, you might like to leave something on your seat, something of little or no value, to reserve it. I do try to tell newcomers if there's something on the seat, it's taken. And you're welcome to leave other belongings on the bus. The bus will be all locked up and secured for the whole time that we are on the upper decks. However, if you are traveling with something of great value, like your laptop, or perhaps you're traveling with your family jewels, be happy to lock those up down below where nobody can get at them. And just a reminder too that there's no smoking permitted on any BC Ferries vessel or on any BC Ferries property. So if you are a smoker, I'm afraid you can't. And that of course includes all smoking stuff. Okay, they should be emptying out our ship here shortly, and we'll be driving on. So while we're sitting here waiting, ladies and gentlemen, if you have any questions or if I can be of any assistance, my name is James.
Thank you.
center section of the ship is where you find stairs and elevators. To access the stairs when the door is closed, one must press and hold the big green button. Hold is the key there. And if you're coming into Vancouver with us, including the Vancouver airport, we're going to see you back down here at the end of the sailing. So when we do get off the ship here, I'm going to be pulling up alongside another bus, a bus that is sitting here waiting just for us, and that would be our airport bus. Once I come to a complete stop right beside the other bus, I'm going to ask all my Vancouver International Airport YVR passengers to follow me off of this bus onto the airport bus. Please be sure to take all your carry-on with you. You're not coming back to this bus. And your luggage that is stowed down below, all that airport luggage is going to go directly onto the airport bus. So you may just grab seats. And there should be, I think, 11 of you, no, 13 of you this afternoon. And for the rest of my passengers, those going into downtown Vancouver, going to ask you to kindly just stay seated on this bus. We'll get the exchange done as quickly as possible, and I'll be coming back to this bus to drive you into Vancouver.